Hello Twitch, hello YouTube. Welcome to this stream of EU5. Now with Cat, at least temporarily with Cat. We're gonna keep on playing some EU5, our France run, going to for the formation of Europa. And I did do some paperwork that you can't read probably, but I did go around. I removed a bunch of buildings, what I did at the end of last stream, to reduce the cost of my towns. Some of them still have more upkeep than actual profit, which ain't good. But either they're going to become developed soon, like increase in control, or I don't mind because I know why it's running a deficit. Typically a few places with armories. Let's look at markets, but if we go back to here, Cognac, if I remember correctly, was one. No, Cognac doesn't have an armory. Is La Rochelle one of those? Yeah, La Rochelle has an armory. I'm technically losing 1.94 ducats in La Rochelle, but the armory in and of itself is costing me 0.81 in upkeep. So the 0.81 in upkeep, if you remove that, sure, I'm still losing 0.7, so I should change a few things here. I could remove the closed industries at least. So at least I don't pay the upkeep for those. But like, I want the wharf here, I want the library, I want everything that's still in here. Control won't go up by any significant mean anytime soon. But that. Inspecting that YouTube is indeed running. Yeah, thank you, Zeta. Thank you very much, Zeta. So, yeah. So I did that to a bunch of places. I determined that I needed quite a few roads, that now was the time to start thinking about roads. And the RGOs I have developed around here in Paris. Well, the Mestani seat market used to be Paris. A lot of places have been developed, and now we do have a good base of things. However, a few things are still expensive in the Bordeaux market, so we'll fix the Bordeaux market inputs by giving them a lot of RGOs. And even though we're not going to be making much money, like Yao has an armory. Well, that's 0.81 for the armory, and we're currently earning, well, 141 minus 140 minus 0.8 brings us to 0.7. We're still losing 0.4 on this. Again, I could remove the cannery building and the weaponsmiths and the tools apparently, but I want to keep the tools. And when they're closed, I'm technically, well, they're production buildings, so they don't have an upkeep. It's the libraries that I should be removing. But again, local cultural, monthly literacy, max literacy. Max literacy translates to here, whether they are paying taxes or not. So I'm happy to keep those. So down here, there's a lot of things that are costing me more money than what I'm actually earning, but that's okay. I flipped the advisor that was integrating here into integrating one above, because Pays Messin, this is technically Pays de Nancy. And that was where I was integrating, and that was not good because I still have one place to integrate. So if I'm assimilating, I might as well assimilate an entire region. No, I wasn't here. Maybe I was right under. Anyways, I decided to flip to that one, which is full. Those are men-at-arms, regulars. They're going home after the war. I also looked at this, which says Castile in a year. So in 1 year, we're declaring on Castile before they join any coalition of any kind, because they're not in a coalition yet. It means we get to beat up the Brits again. They're allied with Naples and Aragon. It's going to be a three-sided war, which is not cool, but we already have a landing in England. And that's the important part, because that means we can take our army 1, which lost its assimilation of 1. They're currently fighting the rebels, but if we're at war, the rebels don't declare, so we might as well go to here. And we'll be grabbing more land off of the Brits, piecing out the Brits. Even if it's not a 100 war score, we'll take some land off of them. Maybe ask for some land in Pale. Maybe. Although we do have our Earldom of Decius there, which I'm fine keeping. He should be on Scoutage. No, because he's in Appanage. It's fine. Oh, we could start the annexation of him. Except we're already running a deficit on diplomats from a lot of opinion improvements. So let's go here and flip some people off. Brittany has been improved well enough. Viennois. Yeah, 280, we can totally remove them. They're currently being annexed. It's going to take some time, but that should be okay. Comminges, we're improving. Republic of Lucca. We already did 273 from improvements, so we're good. That's 3. Lausanne's opinion, same thing. We went to 269, so even though we have the annexed other subjects, they should be fine as well. That reminds me, what's the loyalty of Lausanne? And do I have any chance of annexing them? No, the answer is we have no chance at annexing them. Because country strength of all vassals. I'm hoping again is waiting for the age, waiting for pike and shot. When pike and shot happens, we basically are going to double our army size. That's why I want to fix the eco before we adopt it, so that we can actually support such an army size. And yeah. So now off we go to England, so we can bring the regulars to England. We might do the strategy of hiding over here because that works very well. And just peeking out, in, out, in, out. But for one thing for sure, we're going to Calais with the regulars. And I realized that control currently in the lowlands, it's high because we integrated, it's going to fall. But it's not the end, it's far from being the end of the world. Control of 29. And we're going to improve that, for sure. Raoul de Saint-Omer. Well, decent, okay. Graduated from military academy. How old is our ruler? 46. So in an age where she could start, it might be a thing of death. Death might be a thing. Elinor d'Upper Auvergne is our crown princess. We're currently integrating Kent and Armagnac down in the south. We now have Christina Spietas. Fine. You guys move to Calais. Move out the cannons. Half the cannons. I did raise a bigger standing army. Oh, come on. There. So that I might split them at some point, but for now, I'll bring, well, we might bring peasants across as well into Dover, we'll see. But you guys, Half, can you actually sail across? Yeah, okay, it's gonna take more, but okay. There, you take the guys, you come over, perfect. Yes. Whenever you want. Yeah. There we go. Merge into the regulars. Balance out the units. Save up money. There were a few places I wanted to demote for reasons. First one is Béthune, because Béthune has coal and is barely built up and has a silly monastery that it doesn't need to. So we are demoting Bethune back to a rural location, so we can actually double the coal in there. Calling the most demanded, but still. Near Metz. Over here, I have... There, Metz. I wanted to demote Saint-Avold. Same thing, copper. I don't have that many sources of copper in my country, nor in Europe. So you get demoted. And near Arras-Bapaume. There. Wheat, it's small. I'd rather have a lot of wheat to be a net exporter of grain up here. What do you want? Libertas Ecclesiae? Frick you, HRE. Ooh, 13% on Kent. And there's a few roads that need to be done. So from the Mastani seat to Senonches. Here. We need one to Rouen and Tancarville. We need one to Caen, technically. Well, there already is one. And one to Cherbourg. Theater building. We need a theater building too. There's already a gravel road to there. In the lowlands, there are a few places. Beauvais doesn't have a road. Beauvais needs a road. In the lowlands, I need Ypres. 51. Next month we'll do claim throne on Julish Borde. Good. He's our vassal, so it won't matter, but... Hello, Dorn. Enjoy the lurk. Oh. Portrait in French. I just need the 76 for them to get their road. Thank you, Month Tech. Build me that one. Ghent and Bruges already have their gravel roads, so we're good on that. So that brings me a lot of people already in. I wanted Darnay in Alsace, somewhere around here. There. It's 68 to build, it's relatively cheap. I don't know why it doesn't build like through here and there, but nope. We'll wait another month, it's fine. Oh, Parliament. Oh, wait, does Parliament give me road building? Place Beauvais can take the Parliament. No, we don't. Okay. We can increase ties to neighbor for dip rep, 2 dip rep in the meantime. Not bad. The 5 diplomats, not bad. But I'm not sure. Not really sure about that. Cabinet, where do you want to do cabinet? In Civitavecchia. Down in Italy, sir. Really? No. Remote integration process, though. Yeah, speed up the integration in places. That's great. We can take the drift to get more. I don't want to contain printing press. I don't want to support spiritualists. I don't want to give tax exemption. I don't want to go look inward. So that's going to be it. I said to Darnay, I wanted a road, and I want one to Autun. No. Well, Nevers and Clermont, that would be Nevers. I want one for sure. Diplomatic move. Gain 2 diplomats or every neighbor country. Every neighbor country. We border so many. Some of them being our subjects. 192, 2 months. And in March is the Pizil against Brits is in March, right? Yeah, Castile is March. So in March we declare on Castile with a Reconquest CB, obviously. Because why wouldn't we? I also want a road to Vienne, but that one's going to be more expensive than the one to Clermont. So one more month we build to Clermont. Going to help with a little bit of control everywhere. And increase our income by a decent chunk over time. Because once the road is built, the control still needs to tick back up, which is a matter of a few months. I just want to favor it to tick so we can actually put the road down to here, and then we forget about the road to Clermont. Yay, 5 prestige and debate sport. Cool. There. We have 2 and a few diplomats, so we're gonna stay on 2 and a few diplomats. Again, I don't want closer ties with the House of Moray. Sure. Are you an appanage? Yes, you're an appanage, Astarak. And could I integrate you? Yes and no. I want to finish annexing Austria first, which will help a decent chunk with dip cap. Not with not with vassal strength though, but it's working on dip cap. Same as Valentinois is helping. And then we'll work with Dauphine at some point. No, it's Dauphine that we're integrating, then we'll work on Valentinois with who we're improving relations, but there's a decent way to go. March. No more peace with Castile. Castile. Declare war. Look, they're bringing all their friends. And I want the following 3 on threat. We'll see if we can nibble on Naples, like start nibbling up here or nibbling down here. But I'm not certain we'll be able to have time. Misaman, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you? I'm good, and you? England, yeah, Chester, Lancaster, the Pale, and the Isles. Both around threat on Castile. This war. I have more peasants than before the previous war, which was, you know, just a few years ago. It's fine. Summon the elector levies or something. Except in some places. I don't want the levies up here. They're gonna get murderized anyways. One's in Kent. 145 men in Kent. Nope. I mean, Kent can stay in Kent. The rest will have to be a bit... do we want to care about the Italians? How many levies is that? Yeah, 456. Now we'll keep the Italian levies, but we'll be very careful about them because the... Yes, independent movement has disbanded. Yay! Am I playing on PC or PS? I did not even know this game could be played on PlayStation. I am a PC gamer. Ah, yes, Naples is raising their very necessary boat levies. Pause. The Italians... Not many armies. You're going to march to the 21st. And we'll grab, because Naples is going to bring men. Well, maybe not that many, but box selecting. And the 38. You're marching to there. Now down here, I want one big, huge stack. We're going to safely retreat everyone to here. Nope, that did not select because I'm trying to select too many people. Okay, will you let me box select, please? Come on. There we go. We're all moving to him. The 800 cannons will try and keep them split. Normally with this, I only have two armies that are... No, I have a few armies that are not moving. Yeah, regulars, that's normal. You guys. Yeah, because you're the one being grouped too. Where are you guys? You? Merge up with those guys. I think the Italians didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo. 800, you are boomsticks, yeah. You're the ones waiting for people to group onto you. And that's good. Okay. Have I played before? EU5? Disney Dreamlight Valley. Nope, never played, and not my kind of games to be entirely honest. We charge into that? Yeah, we totally charge into that. Hi, English peasants. We're gonna cross the Thames and come and fight you. Because England don't have that many peasants. I mean, they do have a lot of peasants. Hegemony proclaimed. We're the dip. Oh, we're the dip hegemon again. I want my diplomatic corps back. I absolutely want my diplomatic corps back. Current armies, now my advisors are going to be under. Improving dip rep, assimilating. You are stopping assimilation immediately. I want my diplomatic corps. That increases my dip cap. Dip cap increase reduces the negatives from too many relations by about 20%. Which is more than welcome. Increasing our dip rep even more. Do I stream daily? Nope. I stream whenever I have time and the desire and a game I want to play, but that's never the problem. Olives, fruit, wild game, coffee. Yeah, that's needed. Do we? Yeah, let's build immediately some goods. By choice, to keep some life balance and not being online 24/7. That's also an option. But why all these personal questions, if I may ask? I did not fully expanded ones. Dies in Toulouse, absolutely. They're barely done. They're almost done recruiting their laborers. They can do more iron. Agen, Verdun-sur-Garonne, and no dies in Castelnaudary. Castelnaudary known for its cassoulet. No, I mean, I'm just curious. Why all the questions? Why all the curiosity? I mean, I don't mind chatting, but what kind of games do you play besides Disney Dreamlight Valley? Oof, that was actually not a good trade. Do I blitz down London? If London falls, it's great, but no, I want to retreat to my safe place. Namely, my vassal's land, where the English can't come in. As silly as it seems. Hey, look who's landing again. It's Brittany! Oof, that's 77,000 men. That's a lot of men. How are we doing on... Are you not moving, sir? Yeah, you're moving. Okay, you're just late. You're just late, that's fine. How many men does Naples? Naples is only 20k, right? Something like that. 25. 25, but some professionals in there. You're the one waiting. Let's regroup in Draguignan. You're getting about, what, 8, 10, 12. You're 1. So that's a 14. I'd like it to be 30. Then, yeah, 30 is a good idea. and 15 peasant levies. Counter-strike, wow. Yeah, if it's for self-promoting, that if you're coming to self-promoting, I already have people enough, way enough around me to do any kind of art that I need, and I just wish you to be happy and find other people, but if it's for anything else, feel free to hang around. You're gonna go with these guys, the cannons. And you are peasant boomsticks. I'm listening, but let's say that archers that I don't know of and who come in asking a lot of personal questions walk a very thin line. There. Peasant boomsticks, so I know that these guys have a thing. You walk down. Actually, no, stay together with a 15. That is a step too far. No, I do not need advice on art, and this is self-promotion, so it will be timed out for 10 minutes. If you want to speak after, feel free to speak up again. But no, I don't need presentation. You obviously don't seem to know what grand strategy requires. And thank you very much, but out. Yeah, 20k, we're getting... Yeah, we'll have 2 stacks of 40. You actually move into here. Go back in now. I'm safe. Okay, the Brits seem to be routed, which is surprising. Did we not replenish? We did not. Oops. État généraux agrees. Yoo-hoo! Integration of people goes up. Which is good because we do need to integrate these places. Let's wait for a month tick. Month tick done. Cultural cap, I don't really care. Kyberg, you're one province minor. Did you know that? Did you know that you were like a one province minor? That might not be the best thing for you to try and contest me. Yeah, go siege that down. Hi, dude. He's on Scutage. I think he's on Scutage as well. No, he's an appanage. For some reason, he's an appanage, but... How close am I for Austria? 361. So we need about 30, so about in 10 months, roughly. Cool. That's Brittany sacrificing its peasants. I'm... be cynical and say I don't mind them sacrificing their peasants, because any peasant that they kill is a peasant that I don't have to kill after. England is down to 40,000 peasants. Oh no, not San Vincent de la Barquera. Oh no, what are we gonna do against the fall of San Vincent de la Barquera? Half. No, don't drill the army. Never mind. Lies. Balance. Balance. We put luck push into Aragon first. Leda is already well, no, Leda is not occupied, so one here. And the 33. England have lost. Yeah, that's what you get for crashing your peasants into me, England. Sure, you have a lot of peasants, but I should be able to get home before 31st. Get a big replenish, because some of them are a bit... some units are a bit wounded. Who would have thought? Yeah, well, Brittany is a professional army. Yeah, Bergolana has fallen. I need to push back against the Italians, but it's not... There we go. Peasant boomsticks. You have the boomsticks. You do not have your boomsticks yet. Where are your boomsticks? Boomsticks, join up with these guys. And you have enough people to start marching into Italy with confidence. Does that... Oh wait, does that increase in dip rep? Supporting diplomatic corps does that... No, it's just dip cap and monthly diplomats, okay. But the monthly diplomats could be used to start annex... Well, no, because if I start annexing someone else, I slow down the others. But then again... Astarak. Start to bring you in. It'll be until April. It'll slow down the other two a bit, but it'll be another one out. Uses the diplomat, the others will refill. And Mallorca. I want to improve with Mallorca a lot. Because you hold land that I want to hold. There. Leda fell. You're on that siege. Let's put the other stack on that siege. And we'll push back depending on the needs. And all the disloyal vassals are like, we raised our armies. Yeah, but why? To raise our armies. Let's wait for 30th of September because I have 7.2k men in here normally. 15,000 peasants. I'll come fight you in Portishead, I think. Yeah, I'll come fight you in Portishead. That's wetland? Maybe not. But I'll fight you in Bristol. That for sure I'll fight you in Bristol. 30... There we go. Cross. Surprise, English peasants. Hi, Brittany troops. Brittany, is that your professional army? No, that's just your peasants. And you're like, okay, peasants. Engage peasants. We're trading equally with the Brits, which is a bit annoying because they have a lot of peasants, and that's our manpower. But overall, it's okay. Yeah, get away from Bristol. Do I try and catch these fools? Are there any professionals in here? Nope, nope. 2 professionals. Try and catch them. Because you're coming to Worcester, right? Yeah. Can we catch you in here? Now you're moving away. Can I catch you in Banbury? No. I'll catch you there, though. Okay, you don't want to cross the river? Sure. Finish the battle. Except that's going to be a lot of peeps. And I don't want to fight both battles. I want to be sure of where I'm retreating. At least it's the entire army, so it's fine. We'll lose a battle. It shouldn't be a wipe. Well, that one was a victory, but the next one is not. This one should not be one. Unless they get river crossing and we shred them entirely. But our army is going to be good to replenish for a few months. We won again. And we shredded more peasants than they shredded of us. But now we clearly need to replenish, but that's a lot of losses for the Brits. We free the one Brittany supply wagon. You're down to 33,000 men, 48, yeah, no more mercs. 32k levy infantry, that's the long one. But once that's done, we can go and occupy all we want. And the professional army will have done its job. Next time, I don't think I'll even put the cannons up there, and I'll leave the cannons to go with siege stacks down here. Hi, Aragonese troops. I don't know where you're going, sir, but I don't like that you're 1,000 men around. Although, to be fair, Castile, how many troops do you bring? Castile? You bring 45. Portugal, you bring 23. And Aragon, you bring in fewer. Yeah, 4,000. So I could do stacks of 45. I'll do 47. There. And you're gonna move 8 maybe? 6. Close that. You balance. You balance. And the cannons. Okay, cannons are still stuck in the Alps. They're not attritioning, but they're stuck in the Alps. And the 36, you have apparently not decided to advance yet. Naples is losing their men face to me. That's okay. Aragon have lost. Good, we murdered those peasants. I think you go back to you and you go back to your friends. It'll be fine. They'll reinforce the center, which is the one who needs the most fight, the most strength, so it does not collapse. Navarra, do we have all of your cores? Asking for a Mastani. Well... Oh, Alva are your cores. I should give you Alva. Because that's your cores, so I don't have to integrate them. They're basically not integrated for me. And when I integrate Navarra, I can get them in. Plus, Navarra would love me. Let's put an imperial relation on Navarra. Plus, Navarras are relatively big. They're a fiefdom, they're super loyal, but they're a fiefdom. And they might be among those occupying the most dip cap. Yep. Second biggest used after Praha for some... Because Praha is super rich. And super urbanized. Mallorca's up there in the list. Lyon is possibly gonna grow, but later. And I'll have to start thinking Austria's a fiefdom, also gonna be a 0.23 out. Novara, do I have any chance at getting you out? Asking for a Mastani. 25. With a 200 relation. Nope, I need 5 more relations. And all my vassals, they just got another +2. So we're going to have to start thinking of vassals that we can release without anyone being able to jump them. Like Milan. Milan here is just going to disappear. There's a few people here that are going to disappear. We're going to piss them off by attacking neighbors. They're going to join the coalition, and when we declare a coalition, they're like, ah! We want to join, and at that point we say, okay, we annex you. We might re-release them later, again, as because they're all provinces and provinces and provinces. Release them as fiefdoms once we fix our dip cap issues. But for now, it's not the plan. Sir? I know it's the city, but I'm not gonna fight that. I'm not gonna take that bait. England, how are the regulars? Regulars are mostly replenished. They're watching these guys run around occupying places. Good job. Who are you? Jarlum of Vendesiltai. Where the hell is that? Oh, up here. Oh, you're the Danes, right. The Danes have made it a habit to come in here and do things. Glory to us, prestige and army tradition. I like that. France have won. Portugal have lost. That was a big fight. Most of the Portuguese forces, I guess. And they're bringing in more peeps. I don't know whose troops I freed, but I did free troops. And that's more Portuguese dead. I love that the icon is auxiliaries on that one. How dare they? I don't know what they dared, but how dare they? 3.7, the cannons have rejoined. We can go do 4 things. Aquilia fell. Good. Ariza has fallen. Yeah, to the Crown of Castile, that's fine. So this one I can't, but I can do Sora. I can also start working on Benevento, but it's not guaranteed that I actually will have food in Benevento. Whereas here, I'm quite certain that I will. Go to Sardinia first. Walk to Sardinia, capture the location, then go to here. Although we do have Rome, who should be giving us food to here. Hi, Naples. 19,000 Naples. Okay, no, if you're not going for that one, I'm going for Tivoli. That solves the question. I'm going for Tivoli. Or Camerino, because there's a fort in Camerino. And the Naples people seem to be there. Regular 7k, you're almost there. Let's go work on those guys. Go catch those peasants. No, no peasants to catch. Can I catch other peasants? Let's see if we can catch some English peasants around Bristol, or at least their supply train. Yep, supply train gone. Bye, supply train! Bonk. It's the Brittany supply train. Burgo de Osma. Oh no, not Burgo de Osma. Vassals being silly and occupying and then starting sieges in... Hey there! Austria's out. Rip Austria. Well, not rip Austria. Good for my dip. Good for my dip cap. And we have gained cores on all of the lands of over there. Meaning I have to do some... I need to do some diplomacy cleanup. Like this monastery costing us... Well, it's only costing us 0.6. This pop conversion, I'll leave it for now. I'll tolerate it. Krems has a city, a court city. How low is the control gonna fall? It's gonna recalculate. The control is probably gonna be the town, so 10 or 15. People are for the moment very happy, but that's not gonna last. Are there buildings I don't want? We can keep the cathedral. There's the armory, which might get disabled. We'll see if the armory gets disabled. And let things go by. Your side country, sideland country, yeah, recalculated. How do you recalculate to 79? Why do I have 79 control here? I should not have 100 control in here. Probably needs to recalculate, but I'm not supposed to have that. What are you building here? University. As much as I like the idea of the university, I'm gonna say no. I don't need the university. France, and we... Oh, I also don't want the fort here. So that's 4 score I can't defend, and that is costing me 1 ducat a month. Same here in Günzburg. Yeah, it does way too many forts. Here, same thing in Suglo. Salgo. Salgao. Tell me you built a fort here. No, you did not build a fort there. Good. Eisenheim. Yeah, the goal is for it to finish my fort line here. The other one is in Strasbourg, so nope. Gruyère is ours and is in the mountains, so, well, hills. Makes it a decent fort. Lausanne, what's your loyalty? 29, I'm almost there. And all of a sudden, country think of all vassal countries versus overlord, 71. It was at 74. So some people are teetering on the edge, and I would love for them to teeter under, so I could get more vassals in. Yeah, occupation of Austria. Let's occupy here, see if we can get the month tick here, and then push back into Safford or things like that. Or, you know, just watch them abandon that, because why not? When you're silly and you're Brit, do abandon siege. When you're silly and you're Brit, abandon siege. Now we can go back to Bristol or Gloucester. Gloucester. Bristol? Okay, you want to fight in Bristol? Let's go fight in Bristol. No? Oh, you want to come in here? In Path? That remind me? No, that's Flatland. Boom. We're still going home. Hey, Castilians. Hi, Castile. Very kind of you, Castile, to bring peasants to try to protect things. Loretto, we have gained a core. I didn't know where we gained the core, but we gained a core. Cool. We're still not on 100, so it was either Kent or Armagnac. You are working well. This one's being lifted. I'm curious what those Spaniards brought for here. Was it pro? Nope, it was peasants. The answer is it was peasants. How many peasants did you sacrifice there? No, it was regulars that Castile brought. They brought them late, and mercs was mostly mercs, actually. Mostly mercs. Well, now there's no more mercs. Poland joins the coalition. Yay! We'll be able to nibble into Poland next time. I don't know how we're going to hold all the land. Well, we're going to hold a lot of rebellions, first of all. But they should be localized. Naples, how many troops do you still have? 16k. We don't have that many regulars left, so we could detach some people from here to send them to Castile to have a third stack in start a third stack in Castile. Because you bring 16, I want at least 25. I mean, they're all here, and you're gonna murder these guys. I know it. Unless you guys get to reinforce in time. It would be great if they did. If they don't and arrive after the end of the fight, well, it's gonna be a bad time for them. But they seem to be holding, yep. And they're yeah, good job. Murdered about 1,500 Naples peasants here. Imagine if all these guys were fiefdoms and actually loyal. How glorious that would be. Siege of Camarino's done. Good. So now, since I don't trust them, we move ourselves down to here. Or we move to... no, let's move to Atri. They can occupy that. Where are you retreating to, Naples? Because that's far away from where you should be, you know? I mean, if you want to go away and attrit in faraway lands, feel free. Down here has been integrated. Mirande. Are there things in Mirande that I don't want to see? Yeah, I'll pay for the cathedral. Bergolana has fallen. No, not Bergolana. They're gonna abandon Bergolana in a while, so it's fine. Hey, here comes Naples again. Now attritioning to death because no supply. If they could take a month tick of attrition, that would be great. It's at 5% because starving. But they're gonna get to their lands before. Well, or at least some form of land. Yeah. Although, yeah, no, they're safe. You're safe, it's fine. Fine, Naples fleet. You're probably gonna attack these guys, and you'd be totally right to do so. That's a lot of peasants, but maybe you can do something on the Bristol troops. That's also a lot of Castilians. Castile bring all their peasants here. But we can play tug of war with these guys. Aragon is soon out. Siege of Carigna. Yep. This is the last siege for Aragon, question mark? Yeah, it's the last siege on here for Aragon. I will not trust them to succeed because they're idiots, but go occupy here and start working on here over in Castile. Because we're going to be eating bits of Aragon for certain. You're not attacking me, England? You should. I do look tasty. I look very tasty. Who are you? Peasants. And where are you in there? Oh, we can. Shift consolidate and bounce units. We saved the Brittany supply train. Again! Here come the Castilians, Albarracin. Yeah, that was Albarracin. We can go to here because I don't trust them to siege on their own. We can get back to the regulars that are... They're suffering. But we're murdering Castilian peasants and mercs. And in the end, we win. Let's go to Portishead. How many... Yeah, it was half of the Brits and a lot of the Castilians. Yeah, he's down to 31,000 men. That's good. They're raising marks. I see that. Siege of Morella. There. You can move into Iora. And once they're in Iora, we'll go and push... No. Go to Cuenca. Because we'll have food through here. We might not have food through there. We'll wait for this to be occupied. I'm not going to go rush after Aragon down here. Portishead occupation is done. We can move to here. Are you going for Brecknock? Would be fun if you did. We'll go and take, hopefully, 31st of October replenishment. Yep, perfect. Siege of Stockholm. I thought Siege of Stockholm pop up. Aragon, you're out of this war, basically, so... You're going to give me more of your homeland, right? Right. I want this because it's the end of Catalalud. I want New Catalonia. Teruel. Give me Teruel. I don't think I can grab, although, maybe, can I grab Valencia too? Yep. Can I take, that's Jativa? The answer is yes. Orihuela? The answer is still yes, okay. Can I take Castellón de la Plana? The answer is still yes. Can I take New Catalonia? The answer is still yes. Can I take Alcanis as well? The answer is no. Okay, you can keep Alcanis. Make a pocket Aragon there. Yoink! And next time we'll ask for land down here. And we'll do the similar strat as what we did with Britain. We release a subject, a fiefdom. Fiefdom subject with the rights to... fiefdom with subject with scutage. So that we can land, that they can't do a thing, and we can bring armies across before the war, ideally. Go and full occupy a next war. Aragon Aragon is Aragon, literally. Forts that I don't want to keep around here. Morella. Remove that one, and remove this one. I should remove Agreda as well, but unless Durkel, that one should totally go. Keep your cathedral. Wow, Andorra got conquered by the Papal States. We'll have to take that off the Papal States at some point. For some reason, it triggers victorious while the war isn't done, but... What are these Castilians? Are you mercs? Yep, you're mercs. Mercs and regulars. You're the fighting army of Castile. You're the dangerous ones. You're the reason why it has stacks of 50k people. How's the peasant boomsticks? Working. They're trying to fight back for Aquileia, but we'll charge into them with our troops once this place falls. Regulars, you need another tick of replenishment before we do anything. Although Castilians and English are split, and there's a chance to murder your mercs here. Those mercs are not going to replenish, and 6.4k should be enough to fight. Yeah, there we go. Hey, guess who we freed again? It's the Brittany supply train! I guess they probably just gave up, but... max repair of ships at sea. Oh no, you occupy that place that's going to be lifted by the force. Oh no. Siege of Arti, that was the peasant boomsticks that are now... we move to Aquileia and then to Tivoli. And once we have Tivoli, we can reoccupy Rome, go take Anaghi. But the northern part of Italy is cut off for Italy. Rebalance. Regulars, yeah, we're... Decent fight. Can you be there before the 31st? University in Meaux. Meaux, you're right next door, so absolutely we are encouraging this new learning institution. There are places I wanted to promote to towns, places that made me a lot of money. Naples have lost. Yep. Fighting on a fort in a mountain. In order to combat the growing raids by previously employed mercs group as well as the various free companies exhorting the Petit Peuple, the Estates General have issued a new law enabling Queen Isabelle de Lorraine the sole power to establish a new royal army. Unlike past armies, the new Compagnie d'Ordonnance will answer to Queen Isabelle as a standing force and seek to operate on a permanent basis. What have we done since the beginning called the regulars? Anyways, such a force would pave the way to create a standing army for France. We change by 10 towards quality, we lose 1,000 ducats, we gain Compagnie d'Ordonnance for 20 years, which is infantry cost down, manpower up, and discipline up. We can create a scaled back standing force. We get scaled back company, which is infantry build and more manpower. Or we divert investment for the new law to encourage levying efforts. No. The question is, do I want to spend 600 or 1k? Actually, let's go for the full 1k. Full 1k. How's the occupation of Laredo? Oh, yeah, it's fine. There's forts. There's Bilbao next door. You can occupy it, it's fine. And I don't even know what province I declare for. Astoga. Where's Astoga? Good, it's up there. We're not contesting it. Good. That means we can push into Italy without too much fear. How much Italians are left? 6k. Okay, we can split off 15k peasants. And you can go occupy places. Go occupy places. Cannons stay behind, but, well, actually, your first task should be there. You guys, you got Chelva. Congratulations. Let's retake Albarasin. They're taking it, but they're not taking it because after what that they're marching out. They could go to Burgos, to Victoria. They're like, there's a free road open. Oh, hi, Naples. Oh, hi. Burgos de Osma has fallen. Oh, no, not Burgos de Osma. What are we going to do against the fall of Burgos de Osma? How are we doing on, 423? That's, with the addition of Austria, that's not bad, all things considered. Are we still integrating? We only have one annexation going. Leon, I don't want to. Majorca, you're not ready. You're far from ready. Mondovi, you're a peasant, 2981. Really? Okay, I guess. Brabant, you have 200 relations. Ooh, Brabant, you're getting annexed. Start the annexation of Brabant. Little county of Brabant up there. These guys. We're gonna get Brussels, Leuven, and Nihivel, or whatever their name is. Middelburg. Oh, you're Zeeland. Yeah, Zeeland, you're... Well, no, Zeeland technically doesn't have any more antagonism against us, so Zeeland would be an integration option. Just put an improved relations on you. And you, Antwerpen. Improve with you too. Prince Bishopric of Liège, almost there. Really like to get them. See, they're down to 70.81, which is great. I'd like to get more of them out like that. County of Luxembourg sees all of these guys that are on the verge of being loyal. I just need to tip a few more out to free up some dip cap. Navarra, yeah, Navarra, you're being improved. It's fine. It's okay. You are the next one who's going to be doing movement. Unless we could, well, we could move out. No, we can move out the regulars again. I'm only lacking 100 men there. Spanish like, nope, we changed our mind. We don't want to be here anymore. We don't like it here. Let's actually go to London straight. Let's go do some impactful sieging. So we're right next door to our land, so we can always retreat to here if need be. And if the fort falls, it'll be one good fort. And then we'll go to Lewis and we'll restart the sieges from here, which works as well. Although, you're just standing there, sir. Siege of Tivoli is successful, so you, with the cannons, can move up one. You're occupying Rome. Okay, there's someone in Langyan. France of one. That was the regulars. I can occupy here. It's fine. Again, that's more English peasants that died. Bring them down to 28,000 peasants. You're going to stand here again. I'm going to jump you. Again. So we shave off about 2k peasants on each fight. Ah, white peace imminent. Now I need to start contesting the war goal. Siege of Rome. Can I go to Sora? Yes, I can go to Sora. We'll push that, and then we'll think about piecing out Naples. Like, eating the north up here. Maybe, you know, taking Rome for ourselves. So I have 3 years to start contesting the war goal. So 3 years to piece these guys out. Well, no, because that can be prolonged. No, you contest the Castilians, and then we need to start moving towards up there. So you go to Villa Diego afterwards. There's going to be peasant loss here. That's a guarantee. Because it's the Castilian. That army is the Castilian regulars, if I'm not mistaken. Although we're shredding them so hard that maybe they're not the Castilian regulars. Were you Castilian regulars? Nope, you're just a lot of peasants. You were a lot of peasants, and now you're a lot less peasants. Who's raising mercs? Oh! Navarra's raising naval mercs. These guys? Yeah, these guys are the regulars. Spain? Question mark, so that's a lot of regulars. What kind of men-at-arms can you get? Okay, no, you're still at the same men-at-arms and things like me. Okay, that's fine. But maybe let's not charge in full... Oh, because they're going to be in the mountain. Let's go to Villa Diego. And we'll take their border and we'll remove the things on the border again. Mondovi, are you? You're annexable. No, you're not annexable. You're almost annexable. I still want to feed you? Yeah, because same thing. You're not ready. Novara, you're on 200. You're further away. Okay, both are fighting. Siege of London. We don't have our full siegers because the cannons got engaged. Shift consolidates. Yeah, that brings me to a +4. At least. Yeah, since I don't have the boomsticks here, I have to be a bit careful with who and what I bring where. Come on, guys, topple that fort, then we can go and push these guys. We're having fun sieging down Novara, who's a very loyal vassal, so they can siege down Novara all they want. It's attrition it's not attrition, but it's damage to them. I just have to care for Orléans and Bayonne. Got it, getting engaged. I won this one. I might not win the next one though. Although you say that, but apparently hey, look who he's freed again. How's the siege of London? Down to a +2 on artillery. Ick. Shift consolidate. Now we stay on a +2. Are you actually just next door? You are next door. I have to keep a very close eye on those. Liberation of Chelva. Oh, there's some Portuguese. Oh, Portugal, do you want white peace? Nope, okay. I have high war enthusiasm. It's fine, I'll deal with it. Control. Enter half. Select. Remove those people who are contesting me, because his regulars are up here. Or in England. Yeah, we want to lift that. We can take a few more ticks on London. When you guys done, cool. Then you can actually group up with those guys. I love how my morale is going up as the initial frontliners are leaving. Oh, and we freed 100 Navarra troops. Good news. Merge there. I'm not that worried because I know I can walk straight to Lyon. And I have to start sitting on it to start contesting it. Because we're not contesting it yet. But I want to... No! Aw, they... Very important, they did not wipe my army. They almost wiped the army with their 23,000. And apparently we beat the British galleys. Which is extremely strange. Retreat to Dover. Okay, they were retreating troops to here. No, we have prisoners! Penalty box. You guys move to here and then penalty box. Well, you'll go attrit for your sins, true or imaginary. And yeah, their peasants can stay here. We'll go to Siguenza, siege of Anaghi. You had cannons, you can go to Napul. Yeah. Go to here. You are going to detach some people. We're going to go to Aquilia again and come back. Minus 10 war score, defender ticking. Yeah, fine, it's defender ticking. And reset that whenever I want. What worries me more is this. Is that, well, the good news is that the Brits are not coming for me. The scary news is that I only have 27 troops that survive this one. Occupation of Albarracin. I saw the peasants move. It might be time to actually think of... Where are they going? They gone. Okay, they're not coming into my land, which is good. Naples have lost. That was a wipe. Good. Did we catch any? Yes, we caught some troops for the penalty box. I don't care about Emeric de Béziers. You're gonna group up with these guys. Or should fall shortly. I think I take Rome in this one. Remove a cardinal seat from Naples. You can group, how regular? Okay, regular back to 2k, feels much better. You're in Coena Domini. Sure, we can take in Coena Domini. So England, all of these peasants, you're down to 23,000 peasants. Okay, good. Cabinet, oh yeah, because you need to be, stop, you need to be, go to sequence after that. Assimilate pops into Francian, and I want to work on Bimisa again. Return to work on that. Siguenza is here. That's his regular who left Novara. No, it's half and half. Okay. More regulars. That's okay. We'll live with more regulars around. Let's go to here. Let's go to here and then to here. He's gonna be... Oh no, he's starving. Siege of Sora was successful, so you can start Napul, but I don't want Napul. You're gonna start doing occupations of other little places like here. like Potenza, then Bari, and then off to Jaltamur. We'll lead the siege of Naples to these guys. Oh, Serbia has has beaten Sicily. Oh, Tunis has beaten up Sicily as well. They're making my job to conquer Sicily much easier. Sicily, are you in the coalition against me by any chance? Because if I can nag this off of Sicily, that's great. I still have lost. We've gotten... Nope, 50 of Guderlands. Morella has fallen. Oh no, not Morella. What are we going to do without Morella? Occupation of Manfredonia. Now Potenza. Noble worries, there's nothing to worry about. That's 7 stab for nothing. 6k, now I feel much better. Approaching London again, and in January we'll be over, should be over 7k. Yep, 1.2k in replenishments. We're the mill hegemon again, yay! Units consume less food. I have the money, so let's spend it on making... Senlis? Yeah, Senlis can take another 5% control. Yep, exactly. And you have 32,000, so become a city. Oh, you're already a city. Mont with 8. Mo with 15. No, Mo needs a little bit more pops. Provence with 7.5. Soissons, no. Laon? Nope. I have a list, Mustani. You made lists. In order, well, Cherbourg, Caen, Tancarville. Caen with a 3.6. Tancarville is a 4. Lisieux has a 4.9, but ugh. How's Omal? Omal is decent, but they're only 17k. Beauvais, too few people. Reims can become a city. I know there's not too much tax base there, but we're gonna be working on that. Yeah, we'll work on that. And they're also gonna get their own counting house. All right. Except I don't have the money for the counting house, so no counting house. Oh, they're liberating Albarracin again. I mean, they don't, as long as they don't go for the 4th, I'm... How much more time do I have to start contesting? 2 years. 2 whole years before we lose the thing. Brabant is being annexed. Potenza. Okay, we occupied Potenza. Now we go to Bari. Nope, we go to here because otherwise this is going to lift the siege of the occupation of Potenza. Why do I only have 6k here? Peasant levies. What happened to these guys? They were 20k peasants here. Did I lose an army or something somewhere? Okay, here, 51. Yeah, I guess I lost an army somewhere. How, where, and when? I don't know. I also lost a lot of boomsticks. Do you still have all your boomsticks? Or you got shredded against the Naples troops again and again? Okay, I guess you got shredded. Because we still have the 800 cannons. Well, if they were 800 there. Yeah, I don't care about Parliament of the Union. I haven't even voted on foundation law. We can vote on foundation law. Establish seniority. I'm not very afraid of losing seniority. If I establish seniority, maybe I can force the law and then I can get Zutphen. more loyal, but Zutphen is one of those guys who has about a bajillion antagonism with me. Just about a bajillion. Okay, regulars on the Siege of London. Good, we're on 0%. Brits haven't showed up. The Castilians have gone home. Mostly. Brittany's intercepting fleets. Good. I should be intercepting fleets too, but I'm not doing that. Zealand. Yeah, Zealand's opinion is terrible. Annex another subject. Yada, yada, yada. And now all those that were close to accepting annexation. Looking at you. Your back comes 23. Siege of Avellino. That was Italy. Yeah. That's the 6k in Peasant Boom 6. Go to Napoli. Napoli. And you're gonna have off to here. And half of you are gonna go there. Siege of London is successful. Good. Do I run in yelling Revengi? Or do we go to Lewis? Let's go to Lewis Fort. Hi, Mallorca. Bit cold compared to Iberia up here, right? And what does the church want? Church wants... Sure, enjoy Gravisimas, sure. How am I starving here? From Dover. Okay, I'm gonna be starving here, so no. Annexing Brabant, we have gained cores on the 3 provinces of Brabant. Let's move out before we starve. Let's go to London. Lifting that siege. Hi Brits. Those are all peasants. They're mostly toast. Guileford. We can occupy Guileford. Occupy most of the southern coast. See what we can do with that. Sir, if you're a fishing boat, you're dead. I might as well if I can intercept them. See about that. Minder galleys, you fight like that. Alright, 20k Portuguese staring me down. Don't worry, I'm soon done with my campaign in Naples. Barcelona has fallen, boo. Let's go lift that siege, because I want to keep the siege. And then you march back. Those are mostly... Oh, Pale! Hi, Pale! Pale, really? You disappoint me terribly, Pale. Girona has fallen. Ah, you're coming back with more people. Attack me into woods. You know, that might not be the smartest idea, peasants. Hey, I guess that's Brittany we freed again. It is indeed. And here come the troops of Pale. Murdered. We finished the occupation of here. Dip range. Okay, I'll take dip range. Next is army morale. Oh no. That was a wipe. And then Castile 1 over here. Okay, you murdered the 3K, you brought over regulars, I guess? Yeah, you brought your regulars over, got it. You abandon siege, group up with those guys in the mountains, make it at least hard to fight. I think we're going to regroup, and the peasants are going to group up with Naples troops if possible. Actually, yeah, both of you go to finish here. Okay. No boat sunk. We did win naval experience. They earned a lot more, but we beat them. I don't know what we beat them for because we basically gained nothing, but we beat them. Can go back to Calais. Or just Tancarville. Or even, you know, Cherbourg. Fall through to Cherbourg. This has fallen. 18th of June, let's go to get a replenish at the end of the month. Bergalana. I don't like you taking Bergalana, sir. I mean, no, because there's the fort here, so I'm fine. Merge and balance. We won against Castile, who decided to jump these troops. Good. High Naples troops. And the 2K, you're joining up with these guys too. No, I can't because there's the Castilians on the way. A traveling queen. Blah blah blah. Queen's value, blah blah blah. Angers gains control. 4,000 ducats. Has been one marked by many royal tours and travels. Has been known to arrive unannounced, surprising many of the local lords. While these unannounced visits often disrupted daily proceedings, by the time of Queen Isabel's departure, the province was left in a better state. Royal tour, yeah, but no, I'll just take five admin ability. That'll be fine. You guys can't go further. The Castilians here are blocking the way, but they're not enough of them to attack into Napule. If Napule falls, Naples can probably be pieced out. And the Castilians not murdered, but yeah, liberation of Avellino, yeah. Villa Diego still hasn't fallen. Siege of Naples, Siege of Henares. Regulars, you got your month tick, you even got 15 days extra. We could go push Lewis again, because now I'd have food from Guileford. And also ignore the fort and just keep on pushing. Occupying counties. Give more visibility on where the Brit armies are. How many more time do I have? 450 days. Okay. The Alaca de la Henares has fallen, so mine. Siege of Villa Diego is done. That's up here. Meaning I can start contesting the war goal whenever I want. Right now, I just don't want to. So with that fort, we'll go to Siguenza after that. Mission of Winchester is done, so we can go to Salisbury. Portugal have lost. The Teutons joined the coalition. Yeah, you're waiting, and you're the prisoners of war. Yep. Got it. Unless the Spaniards moved out. Spaniards are idiots. Excuse me, but Spaniards are idiots. Wait, is that the Brits? Yep, the Brits brought an army down here to help their ally Naples. I mean, I admire. But they should be more worried about what's happening at home. Ooh, did I get Dip Hegemon? I got Dip Hegemon! Sir, get back to Diplomatic Corps. Because that's people like this. No, because vassals are backed up to 73. Nah, recalculate to 28. Meaning smaller people like Aosta. Except I have never improved with Aosta. And I can improve with people like Duchy of Aosta. Who do we have? Dauphiné. Dauphiné. No, Dauphiné, you're the last one being annexed, and you're done next month. Valentinois, you're not ready. Who's ready and loyal? That's the issue. Liège. Nope. Neuchâtel, 27. Guys, come on. Mulhouse, 25. Novara, 28. Yeah, I was working on those guys. Lyon, I don't want to because that's the guy who's giving me my CBs on Castile. Reading. Do I want to chase these guys or do I we'll let Novara unsiege. They're probably going for Kunyanka. I can go to Okanya. Hi, Portugal. Novara, that's very ambitious. I would regroup my troops if I were you. Okay, we murder the Castilians, and then we move to annexing Viennois, Ordnung und Meritant. There. I need to be annexing people. Subjects. Brecknock, I could annex Brecknock. They charge me with their 20,000 men. We freed Brittany yet again. I don't want to integrate Brittany. I don't want to... Lucca. We could start Lucca. Sure. That's one annexation going, and I want a second one. Well, I think we're gonna do Brecknock. As long as we're Dip Hegemon, and even if we drop Dip Hegemon, we're fine. 10th of October. Let's go get a replenish. And then we'll go to Regat and then Lewis. Hopefully, yeah, we're going to be good for 31st of October. We'll push back above 6k, right? Yeah, 504 monthly manpower. I could have so many more cannons and peeps. Yeah, 6.4-ish. 6.5 maybe. 6.5. Okay, the peasant boomsticks are fighting back Naples because Castile and England are like, we're here to support you. Actually, we're not here anymore. Bye. But Italy is almost out. I wouldn't be surprised if they accepted 100% peace deal. Gitterlands. Gitterlands independent movement. Yeah, you're one of the infinite antagonism peeps. But we do have our two integrations, so we're good on that. Right, there's Benevento. Well, let's actually have a look. If Naples would take the peace deal... Yeah, 148 reasons to say peace. Yay! I'm sure you don't need Maritima and Rome. I'm pretty sure you don't need Spoleto. We take Achaea. Could I make Achaea a fiefdom? No, I need to occupy it. Boo. We'll leave Achaea for now. Someone else will take Achaea. I want Campania. Give me that. Give me Campania. That box is in the Pope. I want Abruzzo Citra. Sure, we want Abruzzo Citra. Why can I not ask for Terra di Lavora? I need to occupy Naples for that. But it's way too much war score, so nope. We can take Molise. Can I take Benevento on its own? Yep. Okay, -1 because I don't own their capital yet. We'll wait for that. Maybe we go siege Benevento, but we can get a 100 piece deal on Naples. And after that, we can focus on full England. Maybe I do a full England. England have lost. It has won. Oh, you came to charge me in my replenishment region? Oh, how cute of you. I hope he knows that I'm replenishing the men, right? Did someone give him the memo that I was going to replenish? No, not the advisor. Good mill guy. You're young, you're part of the crown. Congratulations, give me crown power. Because at 16.82 crown power, not good. Also, that hurts. But if we get rid of this, we actually get rid of all of the issues with crown power and stuff. Go to... We've countered the -25 defender taking by... with other options, other things. So Napul, still no Napul. Do I want to contest that? Yes, I want to contest that. No, I want first that, then we march to... Yeah, then we march to here. I can lose 5 prestige, that's fine. Piedmont declared us a rival. Oh no, not Piedmont. You're in a coalition against me, Piedmont. You know what happens to rivals in coalitions? They tend to get annexed. Just saying. Do I want to chase those guys or do I want to stand on this? No, stand on the siege. You want to fight me in Lewis? I'll fight you in Lewis. That's 800 Castilian. That sounded like a regular army, just too many people against them. Oh, they did take Chelva back, boo. Meaning taking here doesn't really matter, so just move to here. Peasant Boom 6, you're still on Napul. Yeah, you're still on Napul. Still on Napul. We'll have to bring them back to at least regain the cannons after this this siege. Yeah, Naples is gone. At this point, Naples gone. All the vassals are running around doing the things. Naples, would you take the 100 piece deal that I'm going to offer you? Yes. Good. A few months passed. We take only full provinces. Boom. Naples, be warned. Next time we're taking more. We'll be back for more. Before it rebuilds the forts. Do I want the armory? No, I can't because I won't be getting manpower from it. The not accepted culture. Castle and armory. Well, yes, armories are expensive. Camerino? We don't need Camerino. Atri. No need for an Atri. And we got black flagged here. Unsurprising. Move back to there. 28th of February. We'll start. The time they march, they might replenish all the artillery, which would be great. If I shift consolidate, yeah, it shortens the list. Enact seniority, yay! Can I call Parliament? Nope. Okay, one level of union integration. Can I vote for centralization? Yeah. Unified succession law. There we go. See if I can force them to unify with my law. Chip coincided on you guys to get maybe a bit more. Yeah, 4 cannons. Am I cocky? Yes, I'm gonna be cocky. All these stacks, and you select. Move back 1 tile. Right, it means I have to keep an eye on these Brits, because that's the entirety of the Brit army. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, there's maybe 1k running around somewhere, but it's 1k. Oh, you abandoned the Daroka. Cool. I like when you abandon Daroka. No, Villa Diego must stay, sir. Much more time before I have to contest. Okay, after this one, we'll try and still get this siege. There, and then we go to Genova. Castilla have lost 4k men. We go back to the siege here. You guys are replenishing. We start bringing you towards... Nope. You don't march to Italy. Probably not because it's still mountains, but you can march all the way to here. I know I can march through the mountains. It's just... Hey, now we're positive on the war of aggression. Group you guys. Unlawful private collection. We confiscate the collection. That's 20. We show mercy unconditionally. Our clergy is unhappy. Or we transfer money from nobility to clergy. I will transfer money from the nobility to clergy. Hi, big sheeps. Oh, we took eco hegemony! Yay! What's a Malaspina and where's a Malaspina? Ah, it's Italy. Italians are finally pissed off. Cool. VJ lost their power as eco hegemon. How strong is my dominance as eco hegemon? Probably not much. Well, actually significant. Nope, it's significant. We're losing money, but it's probably because of all of the towns and places I took here with upkeep. We'll fix that after the war. We have 900 ducats. Portugal lost. Where was that? That was up here. Okay, Portugal charged into this siege. 28, good. Regulars up here. Okay, we haven't seen the Brits. Good. These guys are replenishing slowly. We can leave the heavy cavalry. It's fine. We need 2 more month ticks before we can bring everyone back. You merge immediately. I don't want to fight. I don't want these Brits to fight me. Siege of Lerma is done. Good. Now we go contest Lyon. We don't have much more. Much as I'd love to, can't really do anything else. We should have food from up here from Lannes. Okay, we integrated up here. Brecknock. Brecknock? You have a stockade? Really? You have a stockade? Yep, you have a stockade. Remove the silly stockade. You don't need a silly stockade. Oh no, he's occupying the province of here. I mean, sir, if you want something, you need to go and occupy Dover, but, you know. There, consolidate. Tunbridge has fallen. Oh no, not Tunbridge! Peasant Boomsticks, can you cross now the Alps? Yeah, you can cross the Alps now. Come to Daroca. Regulars, but there shouldn't be replenishing of regulars here. Okay, regulars are still sieging. They can reoccupy things here, it's fine. And look, we're contesting, so we have more time to play with Brits. There's only one fort, well, 2 forts, 3 forts. Actually, I might try and bring the cannons up to the Britland. Yeah, change of plans here. We're going to Britland. Ooh, he's occupying Dover, but that's okay. We can bring the troops to Calais. No, to Cherbourg, and we can cross from Cherbourg into Weymouth. Still have lost. That was not a wipe. But that was a severe smacking. Take your severe smacking and go home. Then you go join up with those guys. Let's see how many peasants do you still have, because it's starting to get annoying to smack you again and again. 7k men. Okay, you're out of men. Meaning I can do half stacks for peasant sieges. I could even do 10ks, but I'd rather not. You can go to Valladolid. We'll go to here, and then, oh, that one actually doesn't touch. Cool, so that'll be out the occupation of here. Cool. That means that you guys can also do half stacks. A half stack going to here. Yeah. Peasant boomsticks are still marching. 42? 42? Nope, water shortage. Boo, water shortage. How many people is that? 3 peasants. And 1 cavalry. And the Brittany auxiliaries. How does Hoyo still have cultural hegemony? They probably stole a lot of artifacts from neighbors. They probably beat up all of India several times before getting beaten back by a coalition without losing too many artifacts from their capital. And I haven't been funding my culture at max. Now, should be fixing that, by the way. I would also explain. We won over here, yep. Ayora fell, we can go to Chinchilla. You're still in a fort, you're on a fort, you're on a fort, everything is being contested, good. Have the Brits moved away from here? Nope, they have not. And I don't have an occupation place for them to land. Ah, they moved peasants away for like, okay, now we're moving away peasants. The wall art of Alamoro. We lose 500 ducats. Neapolitan people and Alamoro gains 3 artistic skill. Hey, he's about 89% done. Sure, we'll spend on him. Probably not the smartest move, but we'll do it anyways. Are you going to come and try and contest this? No, you're trying to defend London. So you know that I'm almost done on that siege. Hopefully. There's 65 defenders left on that stockade. I'm taking the stockade because it's a stockade and I don't want a stockade around, and because it's going to be longer for you to siege back. Wait, did you assault London? You assaulted London, you son of a beep. I see what you did. There, and then London. Well, at least I freed Brittany. They're gonna capture my 200 here, and they're gonna reset the siege Pancha, son of beeps. You son of beeps. Yeah, you captured my troops. And now I charge in, I defeat you, and I capture my troops back. And then I go up and I assault London before you can bring in too many peasants in there. Kyber presented claims on me. Oh no! Thanks for my regulars. We're now going to London, everyone. Don't know where he's retreating to. If he's retreating to my... Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave the 200 over there. Okay, London only has 70 peasants. Assault that. Got London back. And we'll go and... No, you drop this. You drop the boats there. Cool. And then you go to sail to Calais. And boomsticks, you know, walk to Calais as well. Plus the prisoners of war slowly attritioning. We're down to one supply wagon. %. Siege of here is going. I just need the peasants in England, and that's about it. For who's left in the war? Yep. England and his 4 peasants. The Portuguese might be willing to peace out. Nope. Okay, 2 more months? Yeah, 2 more months and the Portuguese are ready to peace out. Good. How many do you have? Yeah, you have your... wait. Yeah, you have your counting house. Minus 32.88. I'll have to fix that, probably by removing lots of buildings. In Aragon, there's probably a bunch, and in what is now Naples also. Possibly up north here in the lowlands too. Speaking of lowlands, how are we on integrations? We're only running 1 and it's almost done. Is there anyone else who's ready to be to become French? Because being French is great. They should all know it. Limburg. Nope, Limburg, you're a peasant. You're a vassal. County of Luxembourg as well. Mulhouse as well. Let's go to here to list of vassals. Majorca. I can start the annexation of Majorca. Let's go. And I said the Republic of Lucca. Lucca is being annexed. He's the other one being annexed, so we can start someone else. Valentinois isn't ready. Are you? Do you need to improve? Okay, you're still improving. It's terrible land, but we will start the annexation of you as well. There we go. Antwerp, can I improve with you? No, we're already improving. Good. And apparently I could steal cultural hegemon by gaining a little bit more French pops. Because it's also, the cultural hegemony is also based on pops of the culture. So maybe they've been good at culture converting, question mark? Want they assimilate area? I want so many things, I need so many more people in my cabinet. Ooh, parliament. Let's lose more money on a parliament. On someone who's close to the... Sort by pops, please. This time I see 256,000 people. I want someone who's close but not there. Chartres, for example. Not on the 30k limit yet. Increase ties to neighbor. Valkenburg, Nellenberg, Basel. And 5 diplomas. I don't need that. Maybe we fail this one. 3 minutes down is fine. Ooh, we could take 6 months, 0.6 off aristocracy, I think. That wouldn't be a bad idea. New hunting grounds. Ah, there's so more in hunting grounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 3? 270, 2,700 ducats. No, that's wrong. It's not 270, it's 270 ducats saved. Anyways, we'll take it. Aristocratic festival grounds, yes! Full castle complaints, yes! We're not containing pike and shot, we can support aristocracy, I don't like that, but... Do I want to restrict printing press? No. Nor do I want to contain pike and shot. We're using the opinion of the Pope, man. I don't want to remove the bailiffs. The bailiffs are good for me. Regulars, you're dilly-dallying. Yeah, you've mostly replenished. You join these guys. That's 6.2k people. And you guys are going to Dover. Okay, can you embrace and then click the contain? No. And I don't have the spread yet. It's... The issue with growing is that embracing things becomes harder. More expensive. We're going to Bristol. We're back out in the field. Oh, Lancaster is like almost entirely sieged. Are you a loyal vassal of England or are you a disloyal vassal? You're a loyal vassal. England tried to intercept. That did not work for them. Good. Unhappiness among the clergy. Well, too bad for you, clergy. We're in Parliament time. You're going to replenish your happiness. Cologne joins independence movement. Oh no, not Cologne. You're one who has a billion antagonism. Yep. They have 200 out of 200. Pretty Pep dominates the debate. 10% support, hell yeah. And more support towards free subjects, hell yeah. I'm up for both. The dock building. We finally know how to do docks, chat. It's gonna be cool to increase control here. This level zoom out, we actually see the rivers quite well. Bristol was a success. Yay! Hi, Brits. Can I beat you up, Brits? Because there's only 15k left of you. You guys, 19k. You can go to here. Don't forget to rebalance. And no need consolidation. You have your 800 cannons. You should be melting through places now. Do I go, or do I send them? Well, could send them to the siege of Chester, which would be a great place to siege. But we'll occupy the rest of his land, that's fine. Sincilla is down, we can go to San Clemente, Alcatraz, and then down to here. Or, you know, we prevent that. And then we go to here. And then we can step onto Toledo, which is absolutely unprotected. Perfect. Those guys, yeah, sure, this is, who cares? Be happy. No, go lift that siege, please. Yay, succession, unified succession. And they're no longer threatening to break. See, Zuften, you're gonna be our best friend until the end of times. And he's both our vassal and our PU, which means that that means that they have limited diplomacy from vassal, which means they won't be able to do any PU diplomacy, which means I can bring, and I'm going to be the senior partner forever, which means I can absolutely push this as much as I want. Oh, that's why we're losing money, because I maxed out my I spent legitimacy on things and stuff, starting debates. That's why I lost legitimacy. And we're losing a bit more because of Parliament, but... Also, game, how is 18, half of, and 26 equally balanced? I have questions that you're not answering, game. Now, Ocaña, Toledo. Siege of Chelva is down, so you can move to... just move to Murcia. Occupy Palencia, just to keep the whole region occupied. Rebuild his forts. The fact that they spend their money first to rebuild the forts is admirable in dedication, stupid in practice. Oh, I can do things. Carpet Siege. There. Maybe Northeast Anglia. West Country, you're gonna end up stuck on a siege. Not Leicester, not Ulster. That, and not. Let's go and do an interception in Bristol. And then we push the Portishead. Yay, the Pope is in the coalition! Mustani, the only guy who's happy when people join the coalition against him. Valencia occupied, there's someone on that siege. Go back to your siege up here. Italian Wars! Ah! Yeah! Oh, we could try and win the Italian Wars situation. What is the end requirements? Greater equal to 200 locations. Well, you don't say. I'm up for that. What does attract condottieri do? We gain attract condottieri, higher mark, and monthly war exhaustion. Nah, we're fine. But I can totally go and win the Italian wars. We'll eat Genoa, we'll eat people, and it'll be great. I don't see where the issue would be. Yeah, you took your tick of repairs, of replenish, so no, let's go to 47. I also have the forts down here in the fort here, the fort up there in Durham. No, it's a stockade in Durham. Ooh, are these stockades? No, this is a castle. This is a stockade. This is a castle. Oh, stockades don't project zone of controls. Good, you join the French League. Yay! More people join my French League. Mondovi has joined the French League. Maybe we're gonna win the Italian wars after all. Water shortage, good progress there. Other people want to join the league here? Piacenza. I mean, I need to improve relations with people anyway, so Piacenza. Parma. Parma, are you a vassal? Yeah, a vassal. 7907. At some point I'm gonna have to break some vassal relationships, but that's a problem for future me. Okay. Before they screw me over again. Actually, no. You stay there. I have regulars. Peasants don't get murdered in London. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. You're doing a great job. What that? No active policy. Oh. Oh, right. It's the union voting. Automatic offense. No, that's in my league. We're voting in my league. There, and we'll nibble back on the stability costs. Try not to lose too much money. État Généraux agrees. Good. Diaz to get our land's independent movement. Oh, we did capture quite a few infantry this time. Siege of Lyon is successful. That means we got the war goal. Let's go to Wycombe. We go to Oxford. We'll clean up the low countries here. Down to 19 down here. For them. You. Group. Let's go to Villapando. Portugal, you want out, I bet, by now? Yeah, you want out. Get out. No more Portuguese threat. That way they're also on a split timer for the... Sir, no. And I guess I'll go to 14k stacks, yeah. 5k, some of them are mercs though. Siege of Lewis is done. Yay! Anjou claim to the Kingdom of Naples. We gain and install Queen Isabelle de Lorraine on the throne, CB, on Naples for 4 years. Sadly, we don't have a 4-year truce. Or we drop that. It doesn't matter. Those who would oppose it are pissed off at me. Those who are not opposed at those, and if I don't take it, Naples is pissed off at me anyway, so it would be a truce break. Nah, I'd rather just eat them straight up. I'd rather just eat them straight up. Because with they have what? Only 1,763 antagonism. They only have 550 antagonism? Yeah, but they would take dip cap. And I don't want dip cap. Castile has lost. Go home, Castile. Alcatraz, you're next up. You can go to Toledo. You can go to here, and I'll peel off 7k and 5k from here and get another stack. That's 4k only, I know, but Essenza joined our league. Yay! Siege of Toledo, occupation of Alcatraz. For the cultural hegemon, that's the achievement. Oh, sir? No. Sir, you have very strange ways of going to here. Okay, sure. There we go. That's France be the cultural hegemon. Which means I have the assimilate area. Which is going to be annoying because I would like to support the diplomatic corps as well. Although supporting the diplomatic corps does not do much for my vassal loyalty. This time for real. Yep, exactly. So you are going to flip to assimilate area. And I can choose the region, and it's going to be minus that province to minus that province. Yeah, we can do Lorraine. We can do all of Lorraine. Or we have all of Franche-Comté. Provence has been mostly flipped. Languedoc, because I don't accept Languedocien. Well, they're not kindred. And down here it's not core, so it's not worth it. Gascon, I still have a few places to core. Normandy, I don't care. Flanders. I could do all of Flanders. Let's assimilate Flanders. When you look at that. So I want all of them to be over 50%. Yeah, we won't tell. I will definitely tell Hibby. What did you think? What did you expect? I'm telling Hibby. England, 113%. I have not occupied much of you, but you're ready to give me 113%. Perfect. So you're ready to give me Middlesex, right, England? Yeah, see, they're ready to give me that. I want Sussex. I want Surrey. No, I want Hampshire. Yeah, you can keep your subjects for now. I want Hampshire. Can I get all of it, all the way to Cornwall? Dorset. Devon. And Cornwall. There's no, because it would leave him fragmented. Okay, you would not say yes to that, but that's what I want, you know? A good old EU4 style peace deal. Progress sieges, okay. Base minus 25, peace offer 97, okay. You can keep on going. Yeah, because you're going for London again. England, I would like to remind you that you have 11,000 peasants. I have 6,300 professionals. Do you see where the mistake could be? Hey, Novara joined the league. The French league. Do you see where the issue could be, England? Asking for your peasants' well-being, you know? And we'll go into here and take a tick of replenish at least. Yeah, we're back almost on max manpower, so good. Love this. It's only 43 per month, but it's 43 in all of these provinces. There to keep them busy and occupied. Alcatraz, you occupied, and that you just occupied. Oh. They retook Okanya. Neves joins the French league. I might actually win the league just by being. You're occupying. Still have lost. Good. We did free a bunch of troops. Or we captured a bunch of troops, actually. To the penalty box. Hoping the penalty box is still alive. Still alive. There's 17 of them left. Here, a new group of people for the penalty box. Armagnac almost protects the harbor. There's so many buildings, so many good buildings. I'll call them bonus buildings that I can add. Okanya, come on, take Okanya. You can just go straight through like zoom. Okanya, you can go to Plasencia. You can go to Hertera, something like that. England, you really don't understand, right? I think there's something you did not understand in this. For murdering peasants, I'm murdering replenishable manpower. Occupation of Herrera. Plasencia, so you can go to Madeleine. You can go to Carceres. Next you move to Reading. Because everyone's busy on something. Good. Icom successful. England demands suggests white peace. How about no? How about nope, England? Why are you on 116 now? 121 on refusal. Okay, minus 21. And you're back at it. You still haven't understood, haven't you? You're giving me free war scoring, and I hope you know that. Are you conscious of that fact that you're giving me free war score? Okay, 21's still here. These two places occupied, so you go to Merida, you go to Badajoz. You're all three still on sieges, so then these stacks are going to go elsewhere. I think I'm going to do another 5k from here. 5, 6 of you, select. You're going to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, select. I'm gonna put those guys. Forget about you, that's another siege. Castile white peace, never. Castile have lost. Yep. I found 4 peasants that tried to rise up. Siege of Zamora's done. Increase in commons. Uphold the commons. Traditional economy or capital economy. I don't mind my traditional economy. I'll take the 7 stab. Reading is successful, so you can go to Salamanca. No, you go to Fort. Go to Salamanca, and you actually go to here. There. Siege of Murcia is done, so you can go to Cavanca. I should, well, yeah. Annexing Holstein, Regensburg, good. We gain cores up there. Probably worsening my income because I'll have no control. Occupation of Merida is successful. 1, 2. You're definitely not enabling bullying. No. No, no, no. You go to, I don't know, Cordoba, capital. Might as well do that. That might give them a cue that we're serious in what we're doing. 12, 11, 10. There, you merge with those guys, the 7k. That's 10k, yeah. Stacks of 10k is going to be much better. I sent someone to Toledo, so I need someone down in Ancena. You're a bit... No. Okay, you go there. 7k are going to group up. There. 10k. Oh, well, no, we can't go there. Cordoba's being on, is going to be siege. Jaén. I can go to Jaén because Jaén is a province capital. Now the carpet siege of the peasants is on. Well, then we'll occupy Salamanca is done, so you can go to Segovia. Regulars, I need you to push them off the siege again. And then we go to Winchester. Now let's go and take a replenishment tick. Am I annexing people? The answer is probably no. I'm 1. Mallorca, and when Mallorca is done, we're losing only 0.07, that's fine. We'll stay on that, and once Mallorca is done, we'll see about getting someone else. Although, no, you still can still get 200. Cantonese, even with 200, you're on 85 vassals now. Okay. Guys, I think, yeah. Zoom, thank you. And you're there exactly for the month tick, perfect. Winchester. Go. Sweden joins the coalition. Yay! Another one! Mastani, the idiot who was happy that was happy to see people join the coalition against him. Segovia fell, so now you can go to... Hey, go to here. Aviles. Let's go to Aviles. No, sorry, there's Avila first. Finish occupying around here. Yeah, we still have a following through on threat on Munster, so that's going to be our CB against the coalition, or against Mainz. Or on Upper Bavaria. Or on Göttingen. Well, religious war on Göttingen Forest, no, but following through on threat on Göttingen Forest, yes, please. Winchester has fallen, yay! They are not back to London yet, so we can push to Weymouth. Are you going to go 35 for me? Would be great. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I want Cornwall. I want these 2 forts in Cornwall out. Occupation of Avila's done, so you can now go up here. Aviles? Well, Oviedo first and then Aviles. Look, Castile's not doing too hot, I think. I think Castile's not doing too hot. I think that's the correct expression. Hi, 9k Brits. Brit, is that all that's left of you? Nope, there's 2k of you somewhere. Probably black flagged in Italy if you want my opinion on the question. Are you selling off from Plymouth, sir? Is that what you're trying to do? Is that why there's a transport fleet of mercs? Ah, you regrouped? Nope. You're like, okay, we got our men, we're out now, okay. Okay, let's go to Budim if you want to go to Budim. I'll fight you in Budim. Siege of Valladolid is done. Good. So Valladolid fell, so now we can move you to... I can't get you to there, so... Warsens. Oh, there's many more forts down here. Makes more sense to bring you down there. Hey, we freed our Dane subject regulars who were captured. I don't know why he hasn't ransomed them and keeps walking them around as prisoners. Oviedo, so now you move to Aviles. Come on. Thank you. Burgos market is lacking on food. Yep, unsurprising with all the occupations. Villa Franca de Bicero, that one fell. So you can go to Monteferre, and then there's one last fort here. I think we're going to be able to start thinking about releasing peasants from active duty. Well, there's so many forts down here that maybe not, but Plymouth has been occupied, okay. That peasant has decided that he has had a change of heart in his life. And now desires to run away. Sadly for him, he did not run fast enough. His change of heart happened too late for him. So, Kingdom of England, Plantagenet. 6 reasons away, 5 reasons away. Soon. 200 antagonism with England. The joys of pushing people. Assured offense, cool. Monteferro. Yeah, assured offense in the league. You follow the vassals because I don't trust vassals, but there, you can go and occupy. Wait, Vassals is being flipped back by something? No, it's the neighboring provinces, okay. Then you can go to Mondegno. That's going to be the north occupied. Oh, I saw some Castilians up here. Hi, Castilians up there. I want Cordoba. I'm probably going to go visit Cordoba this summer. Cordoba and Granada. And Porto. Going to go zoop, 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 zoop. Ah, now we're starting to get calls for pizza. I'd like a few more occupations of England just for England to say, okay, we give up. Maybe I can, maybe it's Bristol. This guy's like, nope, we're fine. Oh, you're a fiefdom that can be annexed. Sir. Well, not exactly. And I can't exactly improve relations with you. Okay, turn back into here. The siege of down here is done, so England, peace out. Actually, wait, we'll wait until we're out here so we're sure to get black flagged. Yeah, he's coming for Bristol. Do I need to murder English peasants? Apparently, yes, I do need to murder English peasants because they feel like they have progressing sieges for some reason. Well, actually, there's 10k of them. 3k there, 16k. Because they integrated Wales. Let's go see about Pembroke. Pembroke. That's decent peasant murder. England, you still want, how about ongoing sieges and stuff like that? No, 4 more months? Okay, 4 more months, I don't care. I'll take 4 more months of fighting. I'm gonna go to Oxford in the meantime. Santavo, independence movement. Ah, the Getterland movement has been disbanded. Aww. Shoot. Getterland, you're a fiefdom of mine? But you have terrible opinion of me. That's why you're disloyal. You have terrible opinion of me. Okay. Lost a core. Saint-Avold? Really? Ah, Rhine Franconian Patriots country. Well, Palatinate, you're gonna get annexed. Good news, I'm still assimilating Flanders. And once these peasants are done, we can move around. I might re-raise some peasants around here. Maybe. Or maybe I just bring back the regulars, because at this point, regulars are more than enough. If Truro is successful. Oh, up here, by the way. You can go home, peasants. You're done with the siege of here. Can you march to this one? No. There's no siege you can reach. You can reach this one, so go try and reach this one. How are we doing on the victory conditions? 67. I would have hoped to have more game. But I think we're going to win this one. I don't think Naples is going to win it. Do we peace these people out? I want England to be ready to be pieced out first. -1, okay, 1 month and you're good. Maybe the simple fact of showing up on Pembroke will be enough. Hopefully. Merchant shipwrecked, that's too bad. Oxford occupation. Bedford? Yeah, because it's right next to Hertford. Oh, England, you got your 1 more month tick. How about my peace deal? It's only a 93 peace deal. You should say yes, you know. Because otherwise I'm going to ask money with that. And I'll chase you if you have fewer peasants each time, so... You're going for Bristol because you seem very focused on Bristol. And you guys can just go home, I said. That's about 80 levies sent home. Yep, for some reason they want to fight in Bristol. Murder. And defensive murder again. We freed the Danish troops again. So England, after this smacking. Peace? No. Okay, apparently smacking you around again and again isn't enough to convince you. I'll go see the sauce, the famous sauce province. And pray don't come back for more later. I am absolutely coming back for more later. 14k, you're done down here. There's someone on that siege. Can you go? You can go to Almera. Let's go to Almera. Except or we go chasing after these Spaniards who are being a nuisance. First of October, England. Peace? Yeah. Would you give me 2 ducats? You'd even give me 2 ducats! Yay, 55. I mean... Hashtag worth. I'm in charge of the London market now. Take that, Brits. You go to Dover, you cross again there. You guys... Are you black flagged? You don't seem to be black flagged. So you can probably get to Dover too. And we'll wait for them to have crossed before we peace out Spain, who is on 100% peace. Cool. Out England. Okay, Castile, I mean. Because these guys are going to start suffering because they won't be... Well, maybe from here they're still getting food. Maybe from here. Armagnac has been annexed. Integrated. Let us integrate another province. So much to integrate. I don't want to do Avignon because Avignon is going to be annexed at some point with the... you're not full. I don't want to come back to you to full... Do you again full? Liège? Nope, Liège is still... This is still part of Liège. Loon, this is still part of Loon. So we're not doing that. North Holland. I took it for myself. We have... No, this is bits of North Holland too. We could work on the English that we took. We could start working on the integration of London. Sorry, Londres. Or we start working on down here into there because we are integrating Mallorca. Yep. Work on a full province here. We get another subject to be annexed. I don't want Brittany, Navarra. I can start Navarra and still give them their cores back. Except Navarra is slightly on the FE side. But I'm still I'm already improving with them, so that's good. Okay, we can start the annexation. The go signal for the people is these guys out on the other side. Can you not? Can you not? No, you can't. Apparently you can't. Okay. Actually, no. Pause. And cancel that. You guys, you're sailing to Calais. You guys are just moving to here. We'll ship them across here, march them across, and, well, no, we'll just ship them back to Brittany and march them from Brittany. It will be faster. Are you taking the boats? Yes, you're taking the boats. Good. Boats taken. The peasants have got war black flag, but unblack flag, so we don't need to stay in this war and get our war exhaustion taken. So, Castile, how about you lose 100% war score on provinces? Maybe we go down Granada. We go down the coast and limit his sea access. Or we take up here because there's a crap ton of forts up here. Yeah, there's a crap ton. There's too many forts up here. Except these are... We're not taking... Well, if we take Lyon, we have to give it to Lyon. Lyon, what are your cores? Regular view, Lyon. I hate this. Yes, I know that's it. Well, at least let's go to let's take Galicia. See if we can take from Spain, take Galicia. The next time maybe we start by surging through Portugal. Yes, Olvido, I want West Asturias. That's West Asturias. I want West Asturias, La Coruña. A Coruña, sorry. I want Santiago de Compostela. Santiago de Compostela, which is going to become Saint-Jacques de Compostelle in French. Lugo. Orsense. Lerma. I want the two forts of there out. I want the end of Valencia. I want the end of Játiva. We do it like that. Finish off provinces as we go. You're part of Teruel. You're technically one of the capitals of Teruel. Do we want Astorga? Or do we... No, I want to push down here. Or here. Or towards Madrid. Guadalajara. Can I take Guadalajara? The answer is yes. Can I take Madrid? Answer is yes. I don't think they need Toledo either, you know. Cuenca? Oh, Canary Islands. Can I take the Canaries? No, it needs to be explored. Okay. Then we'll go explore the Canaries. You, Alarcón, Ocaña, Segovia, might as well. Or do we take in more? So I know that La Mancha doesn't. There's no gold mine. The gold mine is not. It's not there. They chose to put something else. Let's go for Albacete. Albacete. Aquí. Eastern La Mancha. Let's go to Eastern La Mancha and... Oh, can we take Eastern and Western La Mancha? Just in case there's gold in there. And that's still not 100%. Great. Murcia. That's 94. Or revoke course, because that's free prestige. No, I don't care about his course. I'm never going to give him his course back, though. That's what he does. That's what he has to understand. He's not getting his course back. Yeah, how about that? Nomming of Castile. And just don't try to seize them out of habit. Yeah, exactly. Just be careful. Just siege the people that need to be sieged. Crown of Castile accepted our generous peace offer. See it? It was even called generous. I still have Navarre to give its province back to Navarre, so we need to take care of the rebellion first. Which my vassals seem to be doing quite well already. At least at murderizing them. The regulars, we're waiting for the last stack of regulars. There's going to be forts where we're going to be happy to do our part of sieging. We should go to here. Boats. Go to here. We can detach a bunch of peasants that don't need to be transported. Here, you need to go to here. Same thing, it's one season, so we'll have them march around, it's fine. They can stomp around here. Lewis, I don't need that stockade, which is silly and costing me 0.74. That price, you should have put an actual castle. Remove the castle in London. Yeah, integration of London is going to be good, and I need the base tax. University of Ventadour. Sure, we can encourage that. Morocco joins the coalition. Wow! Okay. Now I have to be a bit careful. How's Tunis's opinion of me eating land? Tunis could want to join the coalition. And right, we're not pushing our extra diplomats, so we have to stop improving with people. You're a vassal and separatist. You're a vassal and separatist. Liège, I still want to grow. No, Liège, I don't need to. Zap joined the coalition. Serbia joined the coalition. Ah, Serbia, that's interesting. You, Mulhouse, yeah, you're a disloyal person. Get rid of Mulhouse. Although Mulhouse is one that's going to get released, because he's close to me. I can integrate him at some point. Neuchâtel, yeah, you're a disloyal subject. Now they're on, well, yeah, because this bumped back up. That was Neuchâtel. Neuchâtel we can stop. And we're back to earning hit points. Sorry, diplomats. We're regaining diplomats. You guys march to Dover, because Dover... Yes, Mr. Cat, you're gonna say meow or something like that? Why is my money so... Yeah, because I'm paying for all the buildings. I'm paying for all the buildings. Oh, 2 more forts. That's 2 ducats-ish. Remove that fort. And remove that fort, please. Thank you. Well, the stockade, but that's same thing for me. Expensive and useless. Oh, nobility is pissed on 46%. Okay. Yeah, I need to fix the buildings before we push on too much. So Dover has soon to be annexed. Put it like that. It has soon to be annexed. Noble insurgents, where would you be rising up? Yeah, on the fringes of the country. You're mostly pissed off. That's okay. It's fine. We'll give you a little pat and it'll be fine. Next English war, the goal is to take that ish. Right, Bartok, we take that ish. Connect with our land up here. Oh, question. Can I force... Except I don't have a diplomat, so the answer is currently I cannot get the answer to that question. Can someone occupy Saint-Avold? And Fürstenberg? There we go. Loyal little Holstein plum. All right, peasants. You can go home. Congratulations. You guys can go home before you starve too much. There and up here, both of you can be sent home. Oh, more forts here. Yeah, see this? Technically, I have 1.24 control here. I'm losing 193 ducats. Well, 190 ducats. And boom, all of a sudden I'm not losing 1.9 ducats, I'm only losing 182. Because that was a stockade. Local Shrine of Santiago. I don't want local shrines. Frick you. Hospital, goodbye. How much is the upkeep for a dock? 0.3. For a place where I'll have 0 control. I'll have to think if I want to plonk down some bailiffs or something. Lerma. Villa Diego can go as well. Bye, Villa Diego. You don't protect much anymore, so you can go as well. I'm sorry, University. Goodbye. There. Geneva. Murcia, same thing. You lose that. I do want to keep the docks, but nope. Save up all the ducats I can. I'm keeping Narbonne because it blocks here and it blocks there. This is land that can be occupied at will by the AI. There's no fort, so taking it back is just as fast. We just step on it and it's good. Here. Aachen joins, good. Be able to eat Aachen. Right back duck will eat Aachen. 281. Yeah, we need more power projection to speed up the annexations, so any power projection thing is good. You guys flip to Calais. Boats whenever you want. Okay, the boats are not close to the tooltip until while they're working. You patrol English Channel. You guys come over here. Siege of Basel, apparently. Well, no, go occupy here first. Ah, people are joining. Basel joined. Well, Basel. Very silly of you. Because you might up getting disappeared in this. I'm not gonna complain. Don't get me wrong. No active policy. Yes. Economy of the Union. Unified Treasury. You're gonna be pissed at me, but you're gonna pay me because you're my subject. Because you're in the Union with me. Okay, this fort fell. Early carriage ships can be done. Are you going to Messenheim or are you going to Basel? I'll go to Basel. Well, there's nobody, so they should be able to take care of it. And when the peasants are done, they're going to Messenheim. When this place falls. Nobody else wants to join this, right? You guys can go to Messenheim, peasant boomsticks. And there'll be even more locations that are unintegrated. Fromage, you're disloyal subjects. It's annoying because you're getting released. You're absolutely getting released, Clemage. Down here, so that because nobody's gonna want to be your friend. Well, maybe the Pope Man, although the Pope Man doesn't have a border with you. And Pope Man is actually not gonna exist anymore soon, TM. De Gratia Rex. Sure. God graces the king in Latin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, happier states. I'm all up for happier states. So Basel is getting annexed. And then we annex the Revolter. No HRE guy to support the revolt, Asken. Messenheim, I think we can finally send the peasants home. Cannons, you're gonna join the regulars. And peasants, congrats, you can go home. Thank you very much for your service, peasants. Non-integrated provinces, all of those. Yep. $77.87. I don't want to integrate Brittany because they're doing very well on the loyalty front. Valentinois, you're one of the next up once these two are done. At least one of these two. So once we're done with Mallorca. Yeah, Pra and Brittany. Navarra will give them their land and they are being annexed. So yeah, we'll get rid of 0.28. 0.28 and 0.26. That's another 0.5 that we're shaving off. I'm giving guarantees to Scotland. I don't want to drop that. It's 0.22. It's not going to change my life. And I don't want England to eat Scotland for reasons. Namely, conquest reasons. And apparently we can still raise up to 153,000 levies. We're back to full manpower. The Pope joins the coalition. Good. Have they left? I would have been sad if they left. Siege of Basel is successful. Okay. So, Basel. Basel does not become anything. Basel disappears. Basel loses its cores over there. Basel gives me money. And Basel is out. They will not accept our rights. Oh, because we don't occupy all of your provinces? Sure, I'll occupy all your provinces if that's what you really want. What you really, really want, if that's what you... if that's what matters for you, sure. There. So, Basel now. About this peace deal. Thank you. I could even take more money. Good. Get out. And now the Palatinate, you're the Revolter. Yes, I think I'm gonna release you at some point because this rebellion against France. Can I extort some money out of you? So you don't have any cores. Yeah, I can absolutely extort money out of you. I can even extort humiliation. There. No antagonism. Give me my land back. Thank you very much. Who's the next up? It's gonna be Catalan Patriots. It's gonna be a lot of It's gonna be a lot of Catalan Patriots for some reason. For some reason, it's gonna be a lot of them. We do have a diplomat. We have gained a core on Saint-Avo à nouveau. Okay. Yeah, because they're no longer rebelling. Duh. Now the question is, do we declare on the coalition? Knowing that they're going to want to break up. Or no, let's take a time on pause, first of all. Vara, let's grant you the one province where you still have cores. Because you had cores on Alava, so you're not going to have to annex them. If we look at integration status, normally, there we go. Ooh, Leon, that's with the Leon cores. Okay. Okay, Leon, I can give you this province so I don't have to deal with it. There, beyond the Asturias, Leon, congratulations. We could, again, I don't want to bust this, but we could. I mean, it's so tempting to release a Galicia and feed them their land and release them as a fiefdom. I'm releasing the fiefdom of Galicia. Diplomatically limited, but they have their cores. 2, they're not gonna revolt. That's not gonna revolt. 3, when I annex them, I get the cores. So I don't have to core this land, I just have to culture flip it. It's gonna take some time. Oh, Leon and Galicia. I could Galicia in particular. You're perfectly loyal. Yep. You're now French. Galicia, so maybe we'll even have some French provinces over there. Maybe. Can I do that to the disloyal peeps down here? That's not you. You. Can I enforce? No, I can't enforce your culture. Oh, these places are uncored. Oh, yeah, right. I mean, it's worth integrating Lorraine to get the cores here. No, I'm staying on what I'm doing. I was working on Flanders, I keep on working on Flanders. Again, once 50% is hit everywhere, I'll only be getting French culture growing, the others will be assimilating passively. And in Lorraine, it should be happening. Unless I accepted Lorraine culture. So now I said I wanted to release a few people that are telling me to frick off. The issue is that you would be bordering this guy, Lower Alsace, and I don't want to. You, sir. Canton of Uri. There's Chur, and is Chur a subject of me? Chur is a subject of me, right? No, they're a subject of no one. Could I declare war on you? Chur, do I have a CB on you? No CB. I don't want to know CB. Arnon? Cancel vassal status. I need diplomats. Okay. I'll wait on diplomats and we'll decide who we release as vassals. Kilterland, Landgravate. Yeah, but you're a fiefdom of me, so you should not. I should be improving with you. Piacenza. You're a vassal, so you're never going to be loyal as either, so move you. And maybe another one. No, you did. You're on the path to integration. You're on the path to integration. Comage, I'm gonna release you, I said. Because you're never gonna become loyal either, so cancel the opinion approval. How much cap does Galicia? 0.24. It was only 0.24, so that's okay. I'd like to reduce it, but Galicia looks much better like that. I need to get to building removing. This one I can't do, and will probably stay there until the end of times. Marcia. What's the potential tax base here? 17.3. So even once it's cored, it will become profitable. Do I want to pay 0.83 until it is done? I mean, I can't. There are things I can want to remove. Protected harbor. The counting house, because even if I build anything, if I build something, it's not going to bring me anything. I can't leave the industries because the industries don't seem to have a building cost, an upkeep cost. The wharf, basically free, can stay. Okay, Mercia no, that's a granary. Granary costs basically nothing. That should have diminished the cost. Yeah, 0.28, I'm much more okay keeping up. U133. That's 0.4. Monastery can go. I'll keep the temple because I want the temple. The counting house for 0.33 can go. I keep the library, I keep the wharf. That brings us to a 0.48. I'll live with 0.48. I'm basically not getting anything, but you're not costing me anything, and the upkeep is 0, so we're good. Cativa. Upkeep of 0.18, I'm fine. Gandia, what that? Artisans Guild, okay. You lose your counting house, I know the AA loves them. I want the local pop conversion speed, but I don't want to pay the 0.15 forever on a deficit. Docks are expensive. Wharfs, I keep. Docks, no. Coastal fort, freak off. And dock, same thing, freak off. That's one whole docket saved. Protected harbor at 0.16 again. I don't want to. Not right now. That's a counting house as well. Let's actually go do it smarter. Counting houses not in the Mestani seats, not in the Bordeaux market. Although in the Bordeaux market there are things that are I can't oh, I can remove this one. Well, no, these are actually close-ish to me. Those ones I said I would be keeping. Barcelona market. You can go, you can go, you can go. And remove the one in Perpignan. No, because that one belongs to Mallorca. Okay, got it. Bruges. Bruges is small markets, well, small-ish. And I'm totally fine with keeping those houses there. Burgos, I don't want a single one. Those are Navarran, that's why. And this one is Leonese. Okay. Genova. Where do I have land in here? Okay, that's Genova market, got it. Well, it would be Naples, but apparently it's Genova. Venezia, I can't do much here. I could build along the coast, but no thanks. Right, those two belong to Lucca. That's Florence. Venezia, I probably can't do much. Actually, show... Only show me the no available buildings. That's much more interesting as a filter for me, as of now. Londres can keep its counting house. Krems can absolutely go. Genova and Fréjus. Now you can go too. Not paying for you. Bruges, yes. Barcelona. Troyes and Grenoble. I'll keep both. Probably not the smartest idea, but it's 300 ducats saved. So that was the counting houses. I would like to know of docks. Docks where no available levels. Let's go to the last one. Londres can keep it. Amsterdam, yes. Naples. It's costing 0.32. Keep one in Rome. No, let's remove the one in Rome. Genova. Move the one in Lucca. Santander can definitely go. Bruges we keep. Barcelona. We'll keep the one in Barcelona and that's it. Who else do we want? I mean, I can do that while earning money. That's actually what I should be doing. So we said docks, we wanted to remove monasteries. Postal inns. We gain royal postal inns for 15 years. What are those? Monthly control up. No, give me legitimacy and stability. Yeah, give me that. Filter out. I want only those with no available levels. Saint-Cyr we're gonna keep. Bordeaux we can keep. Although this one down here, grumble. How much are you costing me? 0.08, it's fine. Are you really that cheap? Yes, okay. Monasteries can both basically stay. Maybe not in Burgos. Sure. Dry docks is a thing as well. Really? Okay. Hospitals. Those are expensive as hell to maintain. Only show me... I would wish you could keep my filters, or we could save filters, you know. Alright, Burgos Hospital. Valenciana joined my league, cool. Sorry, Toledo. Ramona and Genova. Bruges stays, Barcelona and Valencia. They're big cities, they can stay. Riberac can stay, Mestonisit can stay. I did do the counting houses already. We did the castles and the stockades manually. I think. Yeah, well, almost. Missed that one. And now they're mostly not costing us money. Why are you costing? Oh, because you have... No, I did not do the counting houses in... Oh, University in Spoleto. Yeah, you're 0.55. 0.7 still. I mean, they're the marketplaces, but it's marketplaces, they're trading. Who do we release to get to eat in a future war? Expansion of the Royal Postal Roads. No! I mean, sure, for 15 years it's great, but I built the roads already. General road expansion, nope. I'll take the prestige. I would love to get more, but nope, we can't. You, sir. You can be annexed, Antwerp. We are improving with you already. Good. Liège, you're never going to be loyal. Yeah, you're never going to be loyal. Cancel your vassal status. But before I do that, I think it's time to I want to declare the war. On someone on who I have a follow-up on. Hungary, Hungary. Munster, Munster, Munster. Nope. Falling threat on Brandenburg. Would be up here. Would force us to move up here to actually have the occupation before we move in or when we need to contest, but we can get up to up there. That does sound like a plan. And eat as much as the HRE with Reconquest. We start down in Genoa because Genoa is going to be a butt. Yeah, we move someone down to Genoa because Genoa is going to be a butt. We're going to have our Catalan Patriots for... which are going to stop me from the integration of Girona. Because I can't declare if there's 95, more than 95, so I have to be quick on declaring the war. Pope man, that's a lot. That's a lot of mercs, Pope man. You know what? I might steal some of your mercs. Which trials? There's no such things as sorcery and witches. Sonis is such a lucrative place. Oh, grain, sturdy grain is that needed? Okay. Build more sturdy grain then. You have high control. Tailor's Guild, take your 2 levels of tailors, I guess. The Mestani seat can get even more because I can earn more. Never have enough books. Plus it hires clerics and not burghers. We already have our 2 levels of Chancery. Policy enacted, Unified Treasury, yay! Annexing Majorca, yay! We have gained cores, yay! Put another level of you. Another level up there. So did you have forts here? Obviously you had forts here. How much more is the province costing me? 0.85. But the control is going to go... It's not going to stay on 100 game. It's going to tick down. That's a library. I want to keep the library on the dock. The masons I want to keep, even though they do have an upkeep cost in stone, but I want to keep them. Cathedral, as much as I love the cathedral, cathedral can go. And here it was in Perpignan. I'll leave a university in Perpignan. Um, 85.62. Yeah, congratulations, Comminges. You're independent. I might conquer and re-release them as fiefdoms again, if I can get this under control. And I don't want to integrate Prague because it's terribly stupid as in terms of things taken, but... Oh, Bohemia, you're the dip hegemon. Interesting. Cologne joins the independence movement. Cologne, where are you? Where is your little flag, Cologne? Fine, Cologne. There you are, Cologne. And I'm never gonna get you anytime, yeah. Yeah, not with minus 200 antag. Congrats, Cologne, you're no longer a subject. PM. Ilus, sure, can vote that. We 2 months and we get Cologne. Or no, we'll drop people out after the war once it'll be cleaner in terms of tags on the map that are still alive and possibly threatening. And if they siege disloyal vassals and ask them to become independent, oh no. And if they annex them, well, we'll be taking that back. Remember, how did you manage to wedge yourself in here? That's evil and disloyal. I shall attack you for that. In 2 months. Yeah, look at this. We are slightly stronger than them. No, we're not slightly stronger. We're much stronger than them game. And the Rogel is up here, which... Oh, I have a... You. I'm not paying for you. Bye. Right, because I integrated the guy up here. But control's going to fall down to 23. With its tax base, it should pay off for itself. We'll leave it as is. Just remove the castle so we don't give away free war occupations to them or to, you know, rebellious people coming in hard and strong. Affairs of Italy. Yeah, campaign in Italy. We're going to take on the Pope, who's raising even more mercs. How many mercs do you have here, sir? I might go into debt just to plunder the Pope's mercs. Because you can pay off merc companies to join your side. And that plus the regulars. Because these are all... 'Cause 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 these are all... merc companies. Girona band, Bordeaux heavies, they're recruiting another one. That's actually possibly the most threatening army there is. But it can be paid off. Dum. Brandenburg. You have things that belong to me. There. Fighting Brandenburg, Aachen, Bamberg, Bologna, all of the peeps. With a following through on threat, so minus 25% for any land taken. Oh, hi, Sicily. Oh, you can get Sicily? Like all of Sicily up to here? That would be great. Serbia is in here, but Serbia is not having fun, but so we might be able to take this off of Serbia. Hungary is not in, I don't think. I did not see Hungary in there. For the one that, nope, we're looking at this, but we're not going in. Poland, are you in? I did not see Poland either. Nope, no Poland. Croatia might be a bit difficult to reach, but if I can get Genoa and at least the coast of Genoa, the little guy here. Naples is not in there because they're on a truce. So is Sicily. Not Sicily. Naples is out, so reaching Sicily might actually be hard. Unless we are Mill Hegemon and we violate Naples' sovereignty. Because we can do that because we are Mill Hegemon. And just stomp through and get to Sicily. We're gonna get the Pope out from here, from there, from all his little provinces around there, and hopefully all of this. That would be great if I can full annex the Pope. We're gonna need as much of the Bavaria as we can, especially down here because we have a subject here who's gonna hold the province. And I think they're a fiefdom? Question mark? Oh, Konak is joining the coalition. Well, next time we'll have to manage to go and get a border with Konak. We might grow a little Decius. We'll have to grow Decius through Pale. Like give them the province of here, or take this one off of England, or off of Pale and say, nope, that's mine. Now we border Konak. We'll have to see. Scotland has no opinion on my antagonism, which is great. Yeah. So it's gonna leave. Should be able to eat most of these guys entirely. Like Verona might be a bit big, question mark. Just about being efficient on the sieging. But declare everyone honored. And I can go to military, mercs. All of these guys. Oof, the bribes are a bit expensive, but they join my side. Yay! Okay, they're retreating. Got it. Ooh, I can no. Wait. No, those are the ones that I stole. I could dismiss them, but I might as well just have them jump into battles. 14k. I want to test this. If I can get Avignon out, it probably has a fort. Yeah, it has a fort. Levies. Some levies might get murdered, but I don't want to run and look for each individual levy. Yeah, 1.2. 1K. 162. These guys, though. These guys can stay because I don't plan on bringing them across. The English people... I won't be able to fight Konak, so... You peasants can stay home. We'll take the Dorset and Cornwall for 290, and the Middlesex peasants for 765. 1,000 peeps. It's not neglectable. I think Bohemia doesn't like me, chat. I have a hint that they don't like me. But it's almost midnight. Well, closing in on midnight. So, nope, this one. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the moment where you like, subscribe, leave a comment. Bet on how long the war is going to last or something like that. And thank you very much.